Okay, so the Masters of Black all share very similar design traits. Like, they all wear a uniform of, like, white top and black pants, or black bottoms, I guess. And for that reason, I don't really feel like each of their designs warrant much commentary individually. Although, one thing I can appreciate about these designs is how, like, despite the similarity between all these designs, they do say things about their characters.
Yeah, like, the first guy.
Gordy. Or Gordis.
He's very much like a noble, like, mage, like, he wants prestige, and...
He looks like a pompous guy who eats everyone else's pies.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know about this design, he just looks like a dumb kid.
Yeah, he's just a dumb kid to make you feel bad when he dies.
Yeah. Well, I don't feel bad about him because he has that, like, very blatant dialogue in the show where he's all like, man, I don't even care how many lives I sacrifice, or something like that. Like,
yeah.
it's like one of the worst scenes in the entire anime.
Yeah, he's a dumb kid.
Yeah. These designs are pretty notable. Like, you can... Like, she can't walk, that's obvious.
Like, they're siblings, and, the guy is pretty much, like, the most normal person there.
Yeah, this guy right here?
Yeah.
Yeah. And, like, their designs are similar, so I guess that hints at their relation to each other, but not really. But, yeah, it's kind of eh.
Although he kind of does look like, if this were a different anime, he would be the main character.
Oh, really?
Because he just kind of looks so generic.
Yeah, he does. I guess the most standoutish design is the one of name I can't pronounce.
Rider's Master.
Yeah, Rider's Master, Rider of Black's Master. By the way, just so people know, Master, the Black Faction Master is Master of Saber, Master of Caster, Master of Archer, Master of Berserker, and Master of Rider.
Yeah, you can tell she's evil because she has cleavage.
Yes, she has that evil, scary cleavage that keeps you up at night.
And also a dominatrix whip.
Yeah, she's like a dominatrix secretary type thing going on, and she's such a... Like this design kind of betrays what she does in the show, but goddamn, the stuff she does in the show is really weird, and then she just
wants to break Ryder.
Yeah, and she... Like, I kind of gotten over the fact that there's a couple female masters who summon certain servants with the promise of sex, but but this right here is the fucking full escalation of that to like I want stop, that's enough. But yeah, anyway, I do appreciate that, you know, despite them looking the same, there are subtle things that differentiate each of them.
Yeah.
And kind of give you little hints about who they are. So yeah, with that said, let's take a look at
another one of the masters, but
yeah.
Probably the most important to the story.
Yeah. This is Darnik Prestone Yggd Millennia.
That is such a weird name.
Yeah, I guess maybe it's like Yggdrasil, you know, that tree where all the magic comes from.
By the way, this guy's evil.
Yeah, you can't... you can't... You might not be able to tell he's evil from his, like, fucking, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Villain hair and his, like, evil gaze and sharp eyes.
And the fact that he's dressed in white.
Yeah. And he has a fucking cape!
Every time we see a person like this, I'm gonna point this out. This design kind of screams evil.
Yeah. What was his... It's kind of weird, because his he's an antagonist for sure, but his objective was just to protect the Greater Grail.
Find the root.
Yeah, fuck it. All the mages want the fucking root.
They want Shiki.
They can't have Shiki. They can't have the root herself because she's too powerful.
Yeah, you couldn't have Shiki in Grand Order.
Yeah, she's too powerful. The Gotcha's too powerful. But yeah, anyway, he's an antagonist. He's, compared to the other Masters of Black, with the exception of Tits McGee, all of them look relatively, they look a lot more innocent, I guess.
Except, the pompous guy.
Yeah. Well, he kind of, has that... He kind of, looks... Okay, yeah, never mind. Yeah, what you said. Let's just take a look at this for a second. Just, oh, look at this fucking look. Like, one of his default facial expressions for this fucking character template is like, "Don't worry, Lancer. I won't let you use your noble phantasm."
Fingers crossed. I mean, I promise.
Man, imagine that flashback scene just had a camera cut to, like, his back, and he just has his fingers crossed. Man, that scene is so weird, because it's like, it's about to happen, right as it's about to happen, you flash back to the scene where Dracula, Vlad the Third, I guess, is all like, "Ooh, I fucking hate that noble phantasm so much, if you fucking make me use it, I'll fucking kill you." And then Dark's all like, "Don't worry, you won't use your noble phantasm." And then it just cuts back to him breaking the fuck out of that promise. But yeah, anyway, want to take a look at our first Servant of Black design?
Sure. This is Vlad the Third.
Yeah, this is Vlad the Impaler.
And he is most definitely not Dracula.
Yeah, you can't, you can tell by his face that he's not fucking Dracula.
No, he's not Dracula.
He's not Dracula.
He's super serious.
Don't you say I'm Dracula.
Don't mention Dracula in his presence.
He bursts into a room where people are having a private conversation. "Did I hear Dracula over here?" There's this art on the Wikipedia page, I don't know what story it's from, but it's just him tearing up what looks like a comic book that just has Dracula in big capital letters on it. He's like, "Ooh, Dracula sucks." But anyway...
Hey Lancer, it's movie night. We're watching Hotel Transylvania. You want to join in?
And then instead of being all like, "Fuck Dracula," he's all like, "Fuck Adam Sandler." Here, let me...
So yeah, while you're looking up your notes, I do like his pale skin reflects the influence that the legend of Dracula has on him.
Yeah, like a lot of his design elements, like mostly his head, I feel, are shared with Dracula. Like Dracula's portrayed with long hair and just this kind of rough, tired-looking Romanian nobleman, you know?
Yeah, there are circles around his eyes.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look at that again. Yeah, look at that. He's fucking tired. I like that his clothes kind of give off this kind of royal feeling, even though he's a general?
No, he is a king.
Okay. Oh, he is?
Yes, he is the king of Wallachia.
Okay, yeah. Compared to other he's not covered in jewelry or a crown or whatever. He looks like a guy who's royal, but you can have a conversation with him.
Yeah, the historical Vlad III didn't really have time for such pleasantries.
Yeah, he was hard-working, liberating or conquering Romania. I should have looked up more about this.
There were so many Turks he had to impale.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't have the time to pick out jewelry.
Oh, yeah. By the way, what the hell is up with this part of his design? It stands out.
I have no idea. Maybe that's just the only part of jewelry he could get.
Yeah, I'll just put it on my ankle, that's gonna be... no one's gonna look at. But, yeah, whatever. I guess let's... Okay, so as I scroll over here, Vlad is also an online character design. Part of Fate Apocrypha Online. Also, this is the second Genryubuchi design.
Oh, okay.
And that's why it's really cool. And the artist was a guy named Hirotaka Maeda.
And again, the hair transitions from, blonde to greenish.
Yeah, I feel like they just should have kept it blonde in the anime all the way. Because I never really noticed that in this art. It just feels like it's a lighting thing going on here rather than a pigmentation of his hair.
Okay, yeah.
And I kind of wish, they just should have, in the anime, they just should have kept it, just all blonde. That would have been cool. That would have been cool enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, this design, anything else you want to say?
Just that he's not Dracula.
He's not Dracula. He's not fucking... He's not,
He definitely doesn't look like Dracula from Castlevania or anything.
Yeah. Oh, I'm giving him red teeth, but now it just looks like he's slobbering blood. Yeah, look, he's not Dracula. Whoop, 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 whoop. Well, anyway, let's take a look at our next design, and we're gonna have some. Oh yeah, you saw it. Oh yeah. Alright, so this is the design and character that ruined the entire anime.
He has red eyes because he's a homunculus. Next.
Alright, okay, no. We need to talk about it a bit more than that. And we also need to do this as well. This guy doesn't have, like, only the servant designs, I should say, have, like, artists and designers, like, that I know associated with them.
No one wants to take credit for this.
But, or actually, I just know, or let me rephrase that differently. I only know the artists and designers for the servants only, because those designs get the most play. But anyway, like, yeah, he's a homunculus and a generic fucking young Bishonen boyish motherfucker, I guess.
Who wants to save people.
Yeah. There's another homunculus called Tool.
Who's much better.
Yeah, but then she kind of just disappears for the rest of the story. Like, this design is like...
There's nothing going on, really.
Sieg should have been a more interesting character, other than, like, you want to know why I'm called Sieg? It's because of Siegfried.
Wait,
Did you know that?
Is that why? I don't think I ever heard him say that.
Oh, I thought it was because you love Gilgamesh. Like, what the fuck?
He only said it like 5 times throughout the show.
Yeah. Do I even deserve to be thanked? Like, imagine he's just, like, buying food at, like, a Subway, and then, like, you know, the employee will probably say, you know, thank you for coming, and then he just, like, continues to take up more of her time by going, do I deserve to really be thanked? And then the Subway employee's like, what is this now?
Are you fishing for compliments?
Like, shut the fuck up. You suck, and you ruined, and I wish you would have been fine if the show didn't dedicate so much of his time to you.
They should have just used him for the homunculus battery.
Yeah. They just fucking killed him. That's what we... Not for him to be a better character, just for... I want him to just fucking die.
Yeah, just stuff him in the golem.
Oh, man. So... next design. This is Saber of Black. He was also part of the Unline project, and his design is listed as Type Moon. And the artist is just a guy who goes by the letters K and N. KN. Yeah.
Alright. So, this is Siegfried,
Yeah.
an ancient German hero who slew the dragon, Fafnir.
Yeah. So, first of all, I like how, like, when you hear he's invincible, and then you just look at this part of his chest, you're all like, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That's what that part of that design means. Other than that, a lot of his armor just looks like it's dragon armor, you know, with how spiky and, like, rough it is.
Yes, because he bathed in the dragon's blood to become invincible.
Which apparently...
Except one spot where a leaf stuck to his skin.
Oh, yeah, man, what an unfortunate fucking accident that was. He could have been the best ever.
At least it wasn't his heel.
Yeah. And, like, so not only does his armor kind of give off that kind of dragon feeling, but also his hair, the way it kind of sticks up.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. Mainly in this art, I think, like, if we look at the A1 Pictures art, like, it's a bit less clear that's what it does. Or maybe, like... Because it looks like there's a claw growing out of his head, like, right here.
It could just be like the dragon influence changing his hair color.
Yeah, and yeah, that is cool. Fun fact, the artist fucking Otatsugo Konoe hates drawing this guy.
I can kind of see why.
Because out of all the designs in Fate Apocrypha, his has probably the most detail, the most lines, like... Or it's not that I guess he didn't explicitly state that he hates it, but it's the hardest to draw. And I think he stated like something like his arm always just feels like shit after he draws Siegfried.
Yeah, because he's got so much armor. Like he's got the lines going all over his clothes. The dragon kind of glowing part of his chest.
Yeah. I guess if there's one thing I might this design for is that the most. Like this part of his design, the glowing green part, is really cool. I really like that. But without that, a lot of the design is kind of like, they're very like, like the colors aren't so like apparent, I guess. They aren't like the colors themselves don't stand out that much. Like we got like a grayish red, and we have gray grays, and the black is just black.
Yeah, like the glowing part is definitely like the most standout.
Yeah, it definitely makes the entire design itself much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I gotta say, he does kind of look like an alternate costume for Soul Calibur Siegfried.
Man, I fucking wish. That'd be awesome.
Maybe we can make him in Soul Calibur 6.
I hope they properly bring back the character creation mode. Yeah, let's just make Siegfried of Black, or whatever we'll call that file name. But, yeah, anyway, this design is pretty good. You want to take a look at the next design.
Sure, better than Sieg.
Oh, yeah. But wait a minute, Brett. This is Sieg.
You shut up. Sieg totally cheated in his fight against Karna.
He cheated more in his fight against Shiro Kotomine. Which one's the hardest cheat? That's the question.
Okay, the Karna fight was outside help that he didn't know about.
Okay, yeah.
But, yeah, the Shiro fight came out of nowhere
Yeah,
with
the ass
blasted
pull.
tree.
Like, I don't think it's actually listed. Like, I feel like that's an anime-only thing.
No.
Really?
It's not.
No, what the how did Frankenstein do that? What part of her legend allows her to transfer her entire essence into another person?
Nothing.
Well, fuck, that's stupid. Man, fuck that fight.
Sieg's the worst.
Man, okay, so before I move on, just another thing. Like, a lot of the characters in Fate Apocrypha, due to them being servants, you know, they have a lot of work done on their, like, profiles and personality based off their backstory and motivations and stuff.
Yeah, they have different skills.
And because of that, like, a lot of the characters in Fate Apocrypha are cool. Like, most of them, like, 90% are very good and well-written. But it's just, like, the plot. And, like, it's... Like, these characters deserved better.
Yeah, that's what Grand Order's for.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess so. Mordred's so cool, I wish the story focused more on her than fucking Sieg. Anyway, next design. You want to start this one?
So this is Archer of Black, which is Kairon, although his name is spelled like Chiron.
Yeah, I spelled a Kairon in the file name, as you can see.
Yeah.
Just because I just thought that's how it was spelled.
It's just weird, like, the way it's spelled and how they say it.
Yeah, so this design is like, you can clearly tell he's a wise Greek dude. You got the long hair and ponytail of wisdom. You got both of them combined.
Now, interesting thing about Kairon is, in myth, he's a centaur.
Yeah. Is there a reason that was given in the anime or anything about as to why he has two legs?
It is to help hide his identity, so no one can realize, oh, that's Kairon, I know all his weaknesses now.
Okay, so he just stuffs it somewhere or shapeshifts or whatever.
Yeah, he does have the tail.
Yeah, which is kind of cool. So yeah, as I said before, like, you can tell this is a Greek design, or a Greek/Roman design. It's pretty clear. And I think this design does portray what his character is pretty good. However, like, compared to, like, Medusa, Hercules, even Achilles, like, this is probably the most bland Greek servant design I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's pretty plain.
Yeah, and, like, it's not a bad design, but it's just, there's not, like... I don't lose my shit over it like I do with Medusa or Hercules.
Yeah, like... Well, I guess that's what his eventual entrance in Grand Order, which hasn't happened yet, is for with future ascensions.
We're too busy making swimsuit events and servants and stats. We can't... Like, why don't they already have all of the Apocrypha servants there? And, like, most recently, they just have Semiramis. It's like, why not everyone?
It only took 2.5 years for Semiramis to get in.
Oh, fuck.
And Achilles, and... Kairon and the other guy haven't gotten in yet. Visibron.
Yeah. Like, okay, so Fate Apocrypha was written over the course of 2 years. There are 5 light levels. It was 2012 and 2014. And in 2017, just Semiramis comes out, and, like, we don't get, like, a 3-star, like, Charon, or 4-star Visibron, or Achilles.
Lost Belt in the universe is coming out, so...
Yeah, maybe we'll finally get the proper Apocrypha servants. We'll finally have them all. Yeah, so let's just take a look at this for a second. Also, let me say that this was designed by Kanoko Nasu, and actually this design is not from the online game originally, and I don't know if he replaced anyone like St. George got replaced.
Yes, there was another archer that was going to be in.
Who was it?
David.
Oh, really?
Yeah, King David was going to originally be an archer, but they decided to have Kairon instead.
Yeah. So anyway, as a result of being a novel original design, the design was done by the main artist, Ototsugo Konoe. This is Caster of Black, true name of Visabron.
He is a,
Alchemist?
Yeah, a, Roman Jewish, or, like, Spanish-Jewish, alchemist from the 11th century.
Okay, yeah. I just want to quickly say this is also an Apocrypha novel original design by Ototsugo Konoe and Kanoko Nasu. So something I like about this design is that I like how, because Caster, up until he reveals the true plan, his motivations are kind of unclear. He's just kind of helping out.
Yes.
And I like how the mask, like, you never see his facial expressions. Like, you see an eyeball right when he's about to die, but other than that, you know, you can't read him with this.
He even says he wears that mask so he doesn't have to look people in the eyes.
Okay, a quick tangent. Do you know who Deadmau is? Deadmau5?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he wears the giant thing. Because he doesn't want to look people in the eye when he's doing concerts.
Oh.
He's too shy, so he just wears a giant mouse head. So, anyway, Deadmau5 here is a creator. He creates golems. And,
yeah, it's rumored that the historical Visabron had a golem attendant, but that's just myth.
Oh, but then that just became his entire servant's, like, power.
Yes.
Wow, that's very weird.
To make golems.
So I guess, I mean, he is a caster, and he looks a lot like a magician. Although I feel like only the metal parts of his design really kind of convey the scientist, or alchemist kind of aspects of his personality.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like, the mask is kind of cool.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, like, the feet. He doesn't have feet. He has those blades.
I guess it's meant to be like, just like, hey, I'm a builder too. Look, I build things so much that I don't want to walk on my feet anymore.
I don't know, I don't remember if he just, like, floats off the ground or if he, like, balances on them.
I feel like if we went and rewatched all of Apocrypha, every single one of his scenes where he's walking, we just won't see his feet. No one wants to explain that.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah. Yeah, anyway, like, I guess I kind of feel mixed about this design, because it doesn't exactly go super hard in portraying what he is.
Yeah,
it's the mask part the head part right here is the best part of this design.
Yeah, it's just so weird.
Yeah. And when you see him in his past, I think he's just like a dude who wears like a turban, kind of?
Yeah, he's just a dude from the 11th century.
Yeah, so that just makes this whole, like, it just makes it so weird.
Yeah, I get the same feelings I have from this design that I have from Mephistopheles.
Yeah, where it doesn't really properly portray his demonic aspects.
Like, Mephistopheles looks like a court jester.
Yeah, he doesn't look like it. He doesn't, because like before I learned Mephistopheles was a demon, I thought he was just a normal dude who was nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, next design.
Sure. So this is Rider of Black.
Also known as Astolfo, one of the 12 paladins of Charlemagne. This is a dude.
Yeah, Astolfo is a guy who just happens to look like a cute girl.
Yeah,
The in-universe reason is he likes to cross-dress, and Charlemagne just found it so amusing, he didn't stop.
Yeah. Like in the actual, I think it's called Matter of France, the literary thing where Astolfo comes from. But like, Astolfo is described as the most handsome of all the paladins. And translated into the Nasu-verse is that Astolfo is just very feminine and pretty. Did I say she in that sentence at all?
No.
Okay. I have to check.
I would have let you know.
Okay. Anyway, quick note, part of the online project too, designer Mateo Hoshizoro, and the art is Otatsugo Konoe as well. So I read some shit when I was looking up stuff about Astolfo.
Yeah.
Apparently the writer, the author of Fate Apocrypha, Mr. I'm just gonna say the author this time because I keep forgetting. But apparently, in the middle of writing the light novels, he forgot what Astolfo's gender was, and it freaked him out when he was writing, and he had to go and look up information, and then he continued writing. That is fucking amazing. Isn't that doesn't that just make so much sense that would happen?
Yes.
Okay, people shit on Toriyama for forgetting about launch, but you just forgot who your character was in the middle of writing stuff.
I like to think that he just took a long hiatus, and then, oh wait, what was this? Oh no.
It's who's this character? Oh, look at this cute girl that I'm writing about. Oh yeah. So something I like about this design is that, Astolfo looks a lot like a princess and a knight combined.
Yeah.
And that's kind of cool. And, I mean, it's very clear that, this design portrays the feminine aspects of this male character pretty strongly. But I like that there's stuff where it's oh, he's a knight too, but he likes cute things, or he has bows in his hair. I'm doing pretty well so far.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he also has that sword that he gave Sieg.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he doesn't ever use the sword himself. I'm trying really hard. Yeah.
Also, I think those are spurs on his boots.
The stuff in here.
Oh, they're not in the animation.
Yeah. Oh, look, I don't know if they're high heels here, but they're kind of heel-like in here as well?
No, those are just boots.
Okay, fair enough. So, what are your overall... I like this design a lot, even though I have trouble understanding the gender of said design. But what are your thoughts on this design?
It's confusing.
Yes.
But also kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
Especially when he freaks Jean out.
I did not expect there to be a scene in the anime where you just flat out, his shirt was off. Because I thought that they would want to keep people confused forever. But no, they kind of alleviated that a little bit in the second half of the anime.
And John's all huh? You're a guy?
Yeah.
Also, yeah, Astolfo has that little tooth, cute little fang.
Yeah, that's just an anime
Yeah.
That's a super fucking anime design thing, you know?
Yeah,
just
for cuteness.
Yeah. Give cuteness to this male character. Yeah, I did pretty well. I didn't slip up once. Although I'm a little disappointed I didn't get to reference the $50 plushie on Amazon that sucks your dick and calls you gay.
I don't think most people would get that.
I always put a picture of it. It's a very interesting piece of internet lore. But
next design.
Huh?
Next design.
Okay, for a second there I thought you said best design. But yeah, next design. This is Berserker of Black, also known as Fran.
Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah. So if you're one of those people who gets upset at a gender-bended servant, I bet you got really upset when you first saw this design, because not only is it gender-bended, but it looks nothing like Frankenstein. It's a monster. Yeah.
So, this looks like a wedding dress.
Yeah, I guess it's supposed to be a Bride of Frankenstein thing, that's what they're going for. And then you have, the mechanical parts, right here and here. And that just golden ball here, just to be all yeah, she's a robot. Also maybe the boots, but they look more like armor than robot parts.
Ah, high heels.
Oh man, as soon as I looked down there and just realized she had high heels, I was all I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for the exasperation.
Okay, so, some stuff I recently read about Frankenstein's monster. In the original novel, Frankenstein himself was not a scientist. He was an alchemist. That's why he got laughed at by his peers. He's all like, I'll show them, and uses alchemy to make Frankenstein's monster. And in the novel, it's not described as horribly hideous as modern interpretations show. It's actually supposed to originally be beautiful, just in the uncanny valley.
But she's super cute, though. Like, when they show those flashbacks of Dr. Frankenstein running away from her, like, what a monster, and she has, like, just... Like, you dressed her up in this outfit,
Well,
Mr. Dr. Frankenstein.
Well, she can't show emotions.
But she can.
Not very well.
But she does very well.
It wasn't. It was a failed experiment.
But how would people be afraid of, like it's so adorable looking, you can't be afraid of it.
The horn.
But not even but the horn just adds to the cuteness. Like, maybe this giant fucking sledgehammer here.
Don't you mean the life-saving device that saved Sieg?
Yeah, I fucking guess. Whatever. Okay, so... Do you know what Blasted Tree is? Because I have no idea what that is.
Okay, it's a recreation of the lightning that gave the creature life. Okay,
fair enough. That's cool. I'm just gonna mark progression by sliding over to this art here. So... You wouldn't think Frankenstein when you first look at this design. You wouldn't even think, oh, it's a Frankenstein, because Frankenstein has black hair and green skin, and he speaks like a doofus.
Not according to the original novel. Frankenstein's monster was actually very intelligent.
Wow, really?
And even plotted revenge against Frankenstein when it didn't make his bride, by killing his friend and framing Frankenstein for it.
Okay, so is this design supposed to be just the aspects of Frankenstein and Bride of Frankenstein combined? Is that what we're going for?
No, in Fate's Day Night lore, they were originally going to be a pair, but Dr. Frankenstein was so freaked out by his failed creation, he didn't make the other one.
Like, is she a combination? And
oh
then
yeah,
you were about
they were
to...
originally supposed to be a pair.
Yeah, like in the Nasuverse they were supposed to be a pair? Okay, and then they just kind of got combined into one character.
Yeah. No, that was the original. Like, they were always supposed to make two, but only one was made because the first one was deemed a failure.
Yeah, but I mean, like, in the design sense, like, is this the artist combining aspects of what both of those characters would have been?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Well, like, this design is incredibly cute. And, like, I like that her eyes are covered because that just kind of, like, because she's kind of like a beastly, animalistic type of character.
Like a little puppy.
Yeah, and that... Oh, yeah, they're like little puppy things. So, like, I like this design, but it's kind of... You just have to... Like, Like, you keep wondering what the design is, though. Because it's clearly not Frankenstein at first glance.
It's Frankenstein's monster waiting for its mate.
Yeah, Well, anyway, I want to read off a fun fact I read. The author... There's apparently this game called Capsule Servant, where I guess it's an RPG where servants fight each other. And she has Fran here has an animation where when she's defeated, her head gets blown off and then just rolls on the ground. And the author of Fate Apocrypha in interviews have stated that he finds it really cute.
Is it like a little chibi animations?
I tried finding a video of it, but all the videos I found were on these, like, Japanese websites and not on YouTube.
Okay.
So, but that's just really weird. Like, it's kind of cute the way her decapitated head rolls on the ground. Anyway, you want to take a look at our next design?
Sure.
Alright. Okay, so this is not a servant. This is one of the few masters that have, like, distinct designs.
Yeah.
This is Reika Rikudo, and she is the eventual master of Assassin of Black. And initially when you look at her, she doesn't really look like a mage all that much.
Because she's not. So, Assassin of Black is Jack the Ripper.
Yeah.
And to summon Jack the Ripper, the master decided, hey, I'm gonna kill a prostitute. That'll summon Jack the Ripper.
Yeah. But then Jack the Ripper didn't like that and killed her master. So yeah, so...
Wait. Jack the Ripper didn't like killing
A prostitute? Yes. We're gonna get into it in a bit.
That's what he did.
Just,
He killed prostitutes.
It's complicated. It's complex.
That's literally, he killed ladies of the night, which were prostitutes.
We're going to explain it. Just, there's a whole good explanation for this. Anyway, what were we saying?
So yeah, then Reika becomes Jack the Ripper's new master, and also mommy.
Yeah. So in I guess we're talking about Jack the Ripper for a bit. So Jack the Ripper in the Fate verse, walks up to prostitutes, goes, "Are you my mommy?" And then the prostitute, just tells her to fuck off. Because she's a dirty kid. And then that's when mommy gets killed. And then Assassin, rubs her face against their organs. But this prostitute, being a smart lady, decided, I'll just take up the role of being her mother. And she's like... And yeah.
And actually seems to care.
Yeah. It seemed to have a good thing going. And was it ever explicitly stated that she was previously a prostitute before becoming involved in the Holy Grail War?
Nope, not in the anime.
Yeah, but yeah, this, she's dressed up very, in a sexy way, and then when you learn she's a prostitute, that makes sense. And not really much else to say besides that. Her boobs are bigger in the anime, I guess.
Well, prostitute.
Yeah, well, prostitute, I suppose. So we shat on Sieg a whole bunch a half hour ago.
Yeah.
But that design is not really it's not bad. It's just bland.
Yeah, this design is not good.
Out of all the designs in Fate Apocrypha, this is the only design I really hate. Because
I only like the one on the right more.
Okay, so I did I've said this many times, so I did a bunch of research before this video. I tried to find out why this design is like this. Why do we just get a vest and a fucking thong for this child character? And I go on the wiki and there's nothing. When I look at the appearance section of the wiki, it's just blank. It feels like people are ashamed of certain things, and that's why I can't get any information on why this design is awful.
Okay. So this is Assassin of Black.
Oh yeah, we forgot to state
and
that.
This is Jack the Ripper. Or at least one of the forms Jack the Ripper can take in the Fate Stay Night universe.
Yeah, because Jack the Ripper is not just one kid. Jack Ripper is all the souls of kids abandoned by, a bunch of dumpster babies combined into a single servant.
Yeah, like all the souls of the abandoned children of prostitutes conglomerated into one being.
Yeah.
But also, there are other versions of Jack the Ripper, one that can be a berserker that's closer to the classical interpretation of Jack the Ripper.
Is that like a man too?
Yes.
Okay.
It's in Fate Strange Fake.
Okay, man, we gotta read that manga sometime. It sounds interesting.
It's not done.
Oh, really?
Nowhere near done.
Oh, fuck. Damn it. Is it a monthly release?
No, it's a light novel, and it takes forever to release.
Damn it. Well, fuck. Well, anyway, so I wish this was the main combat design for Jack the Ripper.
Or at least give her pants.
Yeah, give her some...
Or even just a skirt.
So, yeah, I would like if this design just had pants and the rags, the kind of spooky way the rags look, that'd be pretty good. That'd be a good design of an orphan child who's a murderer. It's kind of weird. Also, another thing that has nothing to do with, fan service, I guess. What? I can't believe she has, sheaths for the knives.
I guess.
It makes her look like a combat lolly, but that's not what she is in her legend. Also, let's take a look at the A1, just so you can see, the full, horribleness of this design. What the fuck is this? It's disgusting. This is a child.
It's not good at all.
Yeah, and I think I remember... You know what, never mind. I was about to try and justify it, but I can't.
No.
I can't. It's just like it's too gross.
Like, you could get away with having Jack the Ripper being a girl, because no one knows who Jack the Ripper was.
Yeah, like, I've said this, we've said this repeatedly, but, like, Jack the Ripper ending up being a little girl with the backstory that, like, explains why she's a little girl killing people, like, it's very interesting. And it's a very cool concept. But, like, she just needed a better design, and then she would have been a really, like, a completely interesting character.
Yeah.
But we just got this for a reason that I was not able to find out. Man, you know what would have been a better design?
What?
Just that dress she wore whenever she was with Reika.
Oh, yeah.
Where she just looked like a normal kid.
Yeah.
That would have been cool. Okay, so, John d'Arc does make an appearance in Fate Zero, and that was written in 2006, while Apocrypha was starting to be written in 2012.
Yes, but didn't have any art.
Yeah, she did not have any art, but despite all that, you know, design, like, she was also part of, like, the online project that was canceled. And, hey Brett, who designed this character?
I don't know. It's a girl that kinda looks like Saber. I'm gonna say Takeuchi.
Yeah, our Lord and Savior, Takeuchi. And, like, well, design Kanokanasu artist Takeuchi. But I take a look at that information and I think, no. Design Takeuchi, art Takeuchi.
Takeuchi loves Saber.
Yeah. So I'm glad this is not just Arthur. Like, she has Saber's face, but, like, her character barely has anything to do with that, other than, like, a plot twist in Fate Zero.
Yeah, the hair is much different.
Yeah. It's kind of weird she has a sword out in her official art. I think her official art would have the flag out, because that's what she uses mostly.
Yeah, when she uses a sword...
she dies. She blows up, and... as a result of a very horrible adapted fight scene. So I really like this design. It definitely gives off, like, just the golden hair and the way the armor looks on her. It definitely gives that whole holy saint kind of feel to it.
Yeah, like a saintly appearance.
Yeah. You know, whenever you see pictures of John d'Arc, you know, she's wearing pants, except this anime, she's not wearing any pants. And a lot of people's eyes just end up wandering to this patch of skin here. It's like this... I just thought I mentioned that. But yeah, like, overall, this design is really cool looking. Like, she definitely looks like a person, she definitely looks like a lady knight who's good.
Yeah, I just, people have always wondered what that thing on her head is.
Yeah, I guess it's, like, it looks cool, but, like, how is it attached? It's almost like it's a part of her hair. Or maybe there's some hair clippings that attach to part of her hair. It's really weird.
Maybe.
Yeah, but you know, that's weird, but, like, I like how, like, she definitely looks like a very, like, feminine, like, you know, knight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I really wish this art had the flag, because I feel like that's a really important part of her design, her carrying the flag.
That's the only weapon she uses in Grand Order.
Yeah. Only weapon she uses for, blunt force trauma. But yeah. Anyway, let's just take a look at this. Man, this is like, we've been doing this the entire video, but, like...
super detailed.
And then you get to the anime, and I mean, it looks pretty good. It's not like Adelante or Vlad, where their hair just gets cut off.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, this is a good design, and I love it a lot.
Yeah, I do appreciate when, like, female character designs actually have armor that's practical.
Yeah. Brett, but wait. But wait.
0 out of 10, design ruined.
That doesn't make any sense! Was there female... I doubt there was any female armor back during the fucking 100 Years' War.
Probably a custom suit for Jean, but...
Yeah, I assume she'd always just, like, grab someone else's armor, like Mulan, and just, you know, makeshifted it into what, like, this is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, like, whenever you see pictures of John d'Arc, she's just wearing, like, a typical knight suit.
Yeah, that most likely.
Yeah. Like, at least the ones I've seen.
Yeah, so who's she impressing with those high heels? The English?
Gia Darai? Like, impressing the people that follows her, because they're not following her just because she's carrying the flag and being brave, but
I don't know, that's
because...
a very pretty flag.
Yeah.
It inspires Gia Darai during his Noble Phantasm.
It makes him go Super Saiyan. That was another thing. So, another thing about her design that I didn't think was really important, but she has boobs, right? She has really huge boobs. And I learned that there is a reason for this. There's a very specific design reason for
To
this.
differentiate her from Saber?
No, the reason was because Jeanne d'Arc herself was a bit smaller, but Letitia, the body of the person's body she's possessing, just has bigger boobs, and thus that's why they're bigger than what people would expect, I guess.
Okay.
Which is a very weird and unnecessary detail, I feel.
So you could find that, but not who designed Jack the Ripper.
Everyone who designed Jack the Ripper is fucking hiding in shacks in the woods or something, because the cops are coming after them. Fuck. Yeah, and I don't know if I already mentioned it, but she's also part of the online game. Alright, so I mentioned another character while talking about John. Let's take a look at her, and she's our last design, by the way.
Alright.
So anyway, this is Letitia. This is a woman who looks exactly the same as Jeanne d'Arc, except for breast size that she possesses during the Holy Grail War. And
so you're saying she also looks like Saber.
Yeah.
And Nero.
Yeah.
And Okita Soji.
Yeah. No, we got a few more. We got a few more. That's not the whole list.
And Mordred.
Yeah.
And
Mysterious Heroine X.
Yeah, that mysterious character.
Yeah, we don't know who she is, guys. So yeah, Letitia, she's just like she's a French woman who's just a student.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, boom, you're Jeanne d'Arc.
Yeah, but it was because of her, her faith in God that they were compatible.
Not their looks.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with their looks. You look nothing like me. Your boobs are too huge. This is the conversation had in the mind space that Letitia and Jeanne d'Arc talked.
So yeah, she's basically the body that Jeanne is taking over for the Holy Grail War, and there's like layers to protect her from damage.
Yeah. I guess I failed to get a picture of it, but the most notable part of her design is that her shirt without the jacket is completely backless, and that shows off all the command seals on Jeanne d'Arc's back.
And other reasons.
Yeah, and other reasons. What could those reasons be? So yeah, this is pretty straightforward. That's the last of our designs. Brett, what do you think about the Apocrypha designs overall?
A lot of them really work.
Yeah, a lot of them, like the fact that they're all, had work done on them by different artists definitely attests to the quality of them individually.
Yes. And then others of them are either bland or just...
there's a couple bland designs, and then there's Jack the Ripper's design, I feel, is the only really bad design out of the entire group.
Yeah, just because of what it is.
Yeah. It's really disappointing that the anime turned out the way it did, because these are very interesting characters. And the anime just, did a Game of Thrones and focused on everyone equally. That anime would have been much better than it was.
From what I've heard, that's also a problem with the light novel.
They focus too much on Seek?
Yes.
Fuck off. That sucks. Damn it. What are your favorite designs out of this bunch, Brett?
Let's see.
There's a lot of good ones. I really like Karna and Astolfo and Jeanne d'Arc and Mordred. I'm about to list off everyone there, but yeah, those four designs really stand out in my mind.
Yeah, I'd say Mordred, Vlad.
Oh yeah, Vlad too.
Let's see what else. John. There's so many characters in this.
Yeah, all the design, this is one of the most as even compared to Fate Stay Night, Fate Stay Night, I'm all actually, never mind, I like all the designs in there too. Yeah, Fate designs are really good a lot.
Yeah, you can also tell that this is a lot of when the fan service started to creep in.
Yeah.
With Semiramis and
did Mordred, I guess, with her dumb, non-casual outfit?
And then, also, other parts
Jeanne
where,
d'Arc's fucking exposed thigh, they're just...
No, with other parts, how there's, so many gender-bended servants this time around.
Oh, yeah.
There's a androgynous character with Astolfo.
Yeah.
Like, it's getting a lot more anime-ish with
It's
the
where
designs.
it's where the Fate universe started to fall apart, and eventually lead to its recovery in quotes through Grand Order. You get designs like Emiya Assassin in Grand Order, but then you get designs like Artemis
Or Raiko.
or what's right? Greco.
The one lady in purple with the...
Oh, yeah, with the giant stuff. Yeah. But anyway, that was episode 6 of Does This Design Work? If you really like this video and you want to see more like it, please consider liking or leaving a comment. It's really encouraging. Also, if you have any suggestions for any episodes we could do in the future, please let us know. With that said, thank you for watching.